A new feature-length documentary set to debut next week on French TV alleges that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman pressured the Louvre to lie about the authenticity of a painting he had purchased in order to spare him the public humiliation of having spent $450 million on a fake.
Here's a summary of the article.
A new feature-length documentary set to debut next week on French TV alleges that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman pressured the Louvre to lie about the authenticity of a painting he had purchased in order to spare him the public humiliation of having spent $450 million on a fake. The Savior for Sale, by French filmmaker Antoine Witkin, delves into the murky controversy surrounding the Salvator Mundi, or Savior of the World, a portrait of Jesus Christ that has been dubbed the male Mona Lisa. The painting made art world history in 2017 when nearly 1,000 art collectors, dealers and onlookers packed into a room at Rockefeller Center in New York as the Venerable Christie's auction house sold the painting for a record $450 million, making it the world's most expensive painting. The Louvre historians had intended to publish their findings but were prevented from doing so when the painting's owner declined to loan it for the blockbuster Leonardo exhibition in 2019. The Guardian quoted Dr. Carmen Bambach, an art historian and curator of Italian and Spanish works at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, saying that Christie's had wrongly included her among scholars who had attributed the painting to Leonardo da Vinci. Witkin's documentary traces the history of the painting, beginning with its purchase in poor condition for $1,175 by a New York art dealer in 2005. The film reportedly features several senior officials from President Emmanuel Macron's government, appearing under pseudonyms, who allege that the Crown Prince's offer to lend the painting to the Louvre for the 2019 exhibition had strings attached. The prince's conditions were that the Louvre must exhibit the Salvator Mundi alongside the Mona Lisa and present it as a 100% Leonardo da Vinci.
This post received a score of 26,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
So somehow he would give the Louvre permission to display his fake. But only if they say it's real and put it next to the Mona Lisa. What?
We don't really know that it's fake. It was sold as a Da Vinci, but has not been expertised since, probably because further tests could lead to the conclusion that the painting isn't actually a Da Vinci, which would greatly diminish its value.
Geez. It's like Schrödinger painted it, not Da Vinci. If they are this hesitant to test it, they already know the answer to the outcome.
Was this to protect him from public humiliation or to protect his investment? Also, what about the auction houses? Shouldn't there be some consequences? Shouldn't it be illegal to launder money with art?
This is the same dude that sent a malware to Jeff Bezos on WhatsApp and stole his dick pics and sexts to his mistress and sent them to Bezos' own, now ex-wife. He's basically a teenager bully trapped in the body of the most powerful Middle Eastern prince. It was the National Enquirer that did the extortion part. MBS just gave them the ammunition. Greater than it was the National Enquirer that did the extortion part. If they haven't, MBS would have found someone else. There isn't a shortage of tabloids willing to extort celebrities. He had the intention to give Bezos a bloody nose because of the Khashoggi murder. Bezos owns Warpo that Khashoggi worked for, and he succeeded. Bezos lost 1/3 of his Amazon shares due to the divorce. Calling the National Enquirer a newspaper is flattering. One thing they do is buying exclusive rights to a story and then burying the story. Catch and kill. That's like the opposite of what a newspaper is supposed to do. It's hard to find someone as corrupt as David Pecker in the American press. Edited to tabloid. Good luck enforcing that on a sovereign like MBS if they wanted to. Tabloid doesn't quite cut it either, it's more of an organized crime operation.
Clown Prince. Am I an idiot for only just realizing that Joker's Clown Prince of Crime title as a pun?
It's fun to watch billionaires ripping each other off.
Reminds me of Archer.
People parody Napoleon, but he was beloved and way ahead of his time, by 200 years I reckon.
He bought a luxury liner. The second expensive in the world. And now a painting for $450 M. Bin Salman is weird demon.
Offered a tour of the Saudi embassy?
Only in the Saudi embassy can you be in several places at once.
Exit through several different doors and a garbage chute. The person who sold the painting in that auction is none other than Dmitry Rybolovlev. I'm actually surprised the article doesn't mention him. Hope he's in the documentary because this transaction was almost certainly related to 2016 U.S. election interference by Russia, SA, UAE, and Israel.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.